It's 4Sight, so yet another bonus of your passport membership. Today we have John Denley from Find Your Fire with Chance. What?
Hence, I'll ask something in Spanish to say. Hence, I wasn't sure myself.
What's that? Chance Encuentro.
Encounter.
Yeah.
Encounter in Spanish.
John.
What's that? Oh, we did straight away. Yeah, well, that's fine, fair enough, fair enough. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yes, so the strange thing about the title was the story that I wrote for the book that's on here is called Chance Encounter, and it's an English kind of expression, so when Mike tried to translate it into Spanish, it didn't make any sense that way around. So we tried to make it into a sort of Spanglish kind of thing. So, I'm John Denley, and the talk today, for anybody who doesn't know, is about my 500-mile walk across Spain. So hello, it's weird being in Spain, talking about my walk across Spain, especially since I don't actually speak Spanish. It's kind of fun. So how many people here have heard of the Camino de Santiago? I'm guessing all the Spanish people here. Has anybody walked the Camino de Santiago? Cycled it, good. There you go. A fellow Camino. There we go. Fellow Camino traveller, we should say. Okay. So, first question most people ask me is, why the hell would you walk 500 miles across Spain? It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. It feels like a crazy thing to do, doesn't it? Well, it all started for me in a sitting as I was walking down the street, a little bit slightly similar to this. And I walked past a bar where there was a couple of friends of mine sitting there, and I went over to talk to them, and then two of them got up and left. Left me with some strange guy, Nick, who I didn't know, and a large glass of wine. So I sat down with Nick to have a chat with him, and we were talking through our lives and stuff, and I was telling him about where I was in my life and where I was going, and how I was putting on this day of personal development day, and how I've been unlucky in love throughout my life. And he said, "Do you know what you should do? You should go and walk across Spain." No, he said you should go and do the Camino. And I said, "Well, what's the Camino? Is that some kind of new online dating app or something?" And he said, no, it's a 500-mile walk across Spain. I said, "What do you mean? How's that going to help me? How's that going to get any good to me?" He said, "No, it's great. I've just finished it. And I met somebody on that walk, and they've introduced me to a woman who is now my fiancée." And I went, "Great, I'm in." How do I sign up? What do I do? How do I do it? How do I work? And he said, "Oh, you just need to go through some investigation and try and figure out what it's all about." So I thought, great, I'm going to go and do this thing. Now, as with any big thing that we're going to do in our lives, any massive achievement we're going to try and do, anytime we start a new business, for example, there's kind of three things that are very important. Three things that are really important to that. Number one is to figure out where you're going to. For those who are on the retreat on Friday, Cros are going to be talking about the clear mental image, so having a very clear picture of where you want your life to be, where you want your business to be, or whatever it is you're heading towards, that clear image of where you're going. And the second thing you want to do is you want to talk to other people who have either been there, done it, or have some experience as to how you can make that journey along the route. And the third thing is to plan the first few steps along the way, and then be prepared for everything to change. Because everything does change, and life gets in the way, and things get really weird and interesting. So that's kind of what I did. I started off by doing that. I started asking some experts and watching some movies. There's a very famous movie called The Way. Have you seen the movie The Way? Just a couple. Okay, cool. Good movie. If you want to know anything about the Camino walk, then it's worth watching. Well, it was recorded a few years earlier than when I walked it, so the infrastructure has now been much bigger built up. How long did you do it?
I did it 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
And I actually walked on the island of
Finisterre. Okay, cool. The part of my story actually is I went back, so I walked from the south of France. So the walk itself is from the south of France, and I forgot to look up the names of the places along the way, so you might be able to help me out here. Over the Pyrenees and then down into the bull running place, which is called Pamplona. That's the one. Couldn't remember the name. So Pamplona, and then across through Leon and Astorga, and I can't remember if I'm getting the right order or not, over to Santiago in the northwest of Spain. And I did that in 2016. So I planned my first few days of that, so the arrival at Saint-Jean in the south of France and heading over the hills into Pamplona. I worked out where I was going to stay the first 3 nights, and I thought I had it all sorted out and figured out what I was going to be doing. And then when I was going through the bus in London to catch the airplane to the south of France, the plane got stuck in traffic, and I ended up at the airport 5 minutes before the plane was due to leave. So they're herring it through the airport. And of course you get to security and you have to take the boots off all this stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, I've got like 2 minutes to get to the plane, I haven't got time to put my boots back on again, so I ran through the airport to get on the plane, managed to make it, thank God. Got all the way to the south of France. By this time, the bottom of my foot was really hurting. I thought, oh God, I've got a stone at the bottom of my boot, it's really annoying. Took my boot off, looked at the bottom of my foot, and I had a massive great blood blister on the bottom of my foot. So I hadn't even walked a step on the Camino de Santiago, and I already had a blister on the bottom of my foot. Absolute nightmare. So I asked the locals, so what happens if I'm starting to walk over the Pyrenees and I get into trouble on that first day? And they said, don't do it. Don't do it. Walk around. There's a road. There's actually a road all the way around as well. And he said, you should walk along the road. And I remember watching the movie for the way, so I won't ruin it for anybody. But I remember at the beginning of the movie, the guy doesn't listen to the locals and tries to climb over the mountains anyway. I thought, yeah, I don't want that to be me. So I listened to the locals and went round the mountain. And it was much better. And luckily, my foot was okay, so it was okay. But of course, what that meant was, the first 2 or 3 days of my walk weren't anything like the way I planned it at all. And I had to do new things along the way. I had to reformulate my whole plan at that point. And actually, when I was walking, because I was walking on my own, I wasn't walking with anybody else, I didn't really know where I was going. And I found myself walking, just chatting away, thinking about where I'm going. And I suddenly realised I was off path. And I thought, oh God, how do I find out what's what? And I had to get on the internet. Stop at the cafe, think about how the hell do I find out where I'm supposed to be going? And then I realised that actually, there are little yellow arrows absolutely everywhere on the Camino, pointing you in the right direction. And if you look for those little yellow arrows, you find them. There's one up over there. Oh, that's right, that's great. There's another one over there. Look, great, I'm going this way. There's another one. Oh, that's Bentley, but there's one up there. And then, oh, there it is. There's back in the Camino there. Camino, great. Back on the track again. So, the point thing there is that, and all the way along the whole 500 miles, you'll find these little yellow arrows absolutely everywhere, unless you haven't seen one. If you haven't seen one for about 5 minutes, you're probably not on the right track towards your destination. And that can happen quite a lot. There were a few times when I actually found myself walking and thinking to myself, I haven't seen anybody or any yellow arrows for like 5 minutes, and I'd look around and I'd see over in the distance some people with backpacks walking on top of a ridge over there, and I think to myself, uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. And then you have to make a decision. You walk back the path you've just gone to where you started from, or do you cut cross country and try and make your way across to those people? Now, a couple of times I walked through vineyards, just literally through somebody's vineyard to try and get back onto the path. It's kind of fun. But the great thing there, of course, is that you're constantly having to readjust your track and your motion back to getting towards your final destination. So that's why that clear mental image is very important, because you're always trying to get to that destination. You know where you're going, and as you're walking towards that destination in your businesses and in your life and so forth, if you're keeping your eyes open and you're looking around, you'll find little yellow arrows in your life that point you in the direction of the thing you're going to go to. And some people call this the law of attraction. That's one of those things. But actually, of course, it's how brains work. They will look for signals and signs to help us get to where it is that we're focused on and the direction we're focused on. In the same way, as we've heard people say before, if you just bought a brand new yellow BMW, for example, you'll suddenly start seeing yellow BMWs absolutely everywhere, because you're now paying attention to the thing that you were looking for. Or actually, if you're thinking about buying one, you'll suddenly start seeing them around as well. It's like the same thing. So these are things that you need to take care of. And I just realised I didn't know what time I started. What time did I start?
Yesterday.
Crack on.
Okay,
Just carry on.
Okay,
I'll flag you down when
you
you talk
when
too
I've
much.
got 5 minutes left, because I have to cut a couple of stories if I do that. So cool. So that's kind of the start of my journey and the sort of thing, the central theme about getting towards a destination. But along the way, you find the actual Camino breaks down into 3 parts. Now you won't have experienced. I mean, you may have experienced this. I don't know, but there's kind of 3 parts to it. There's a physical bit at the beginning where your body is just really getting used to the relentless, constant 15 miles a day walking and getting up and washing your clothes and then going shower. It's actually kind of weird at the beginning as well, because you have to start taking a shower at the end of the day instead of at the beginning of the day. So you take a shower, you wash your clothes, you go to bed, then you get up the next morning, you just put on the clothes from the day before that you've laid out and got ready, rather than having a shower and then putting your clothes on. It's kind of weird to get your head around that, because that's normally what we do in Western society. So yes, there's a big beginning where it's a physical journey where you're trying to get your body used to all this walking, this pain, your legs start to ache, start to get the blisters, your shoulders start to ache, and if you haven't taken the right advice about backpack, it's a really bad idea. For example, I'm a really tall person, so I've got a long body, and the first 2 backpacks I tried on, I found that the weight was really hanging on my shoulders, and what you should have with a good backpack is have it sitting on your hips. So if you ever do any walking, make sure you get a backpack that's sitting on your hips, so you should be able to take all the weight off your shoulders completely and still be able to walk with your backpack on. One of the girls I met on the second day, Erin, who I spent the whole walk walking with, and I thought she might be the one. She wasn't, but anyway, that's another story. We'll come back to that in a minute. she had a short backpack, so it didn't quite sit on her hips, and she was getting neck problems for days at the beginning of the walk. And then about 20 days into the walk, she decided to take a train 3 days forward to go to a spa hotel in Malaga, so that she could relax and just sit in the jacuzzi and just chill out a little bit. And I thought this was a great opportunity for me to just see how far I could push my body. So I started walking, and I figured I would stop walking when my body started to feel tired, because there's lots of albergues along the way. About every 5 miles or so, there's somewhere you can go and stay, and you stop whenever you start feeling tired. So I started walking to see how far I would get. Walking. I kept meeting people I'd met earlier on in the walk, and they kept saying, "Oh, are you stopping here tonight?" And I was like, "No, not tonight. No, I'll keep walking. Let's see how far I can go." And I got past 26 miles, and I thought, "Oh, crikey, I've walked a marathon. That's quite cool, isn't it?" And I just kept going. And then I got a text message from Erin of her sitting in a jacuzzi in a hotel, and I thought, "This is interesting." I wonder if I can get some alone time with Erin. And maybe I can persuade her that I'm the man of her dreams. But so I carried on walking. So I carried on walking. I got to the last albergue before there, and I thought, yes, I'm nearly there. But my legs were starting to get a bit sore and aching at this point, so I carried on pushing anyway. Got through to Leon, and unfortunately, the other girl that was walking with Erin, Sue, who she'd left 3 days behind, then turned up the next morning. So it was like I didn't get any time at all alone with Erin. It was really frustrating. But while I was in Leon, what I did was I printed out some business cards, just like the business cards we're all handing out here, because when you're walking on the community, you have a tendency to talk to people, chat to them, and talk about their lives and stuff. We forget to ask them how you're ever going to get in touch with them again and say, "Oh, I'll see you tomorrow." And then you never do. You never see them again. You think, "This is really frustrating." So I've had these business cards printed out, and then I carried on walking. So I left them in that blooming jacuzzi and stop this for a laugh. I'm going to find somebody else now. That's a bad example of that. Anyway, that's what I did anyway. Yeah, well. There's more to this story, obviously. Okay. So I carried on walking, and a couple of days later, I started getting a really, really bad pain in the front of my shin and my left foot. And that's the point at which I should have listened to my body and stopped walking. Exactly. But I was enjoying the people I was talking to, so I carried on anyway. And it turns out I had shin splints, and what happens with shin splints is that you get a cramp in here, and it really hurts when you point your toe. So when you go downhill, of course, you're pointing your toe constantly. So walking down into the next town, which I can't remember the name of, was absolute agony. I was in, so I've never been in so much pain in my life before. And as I was walking into this town, I found one of the business cards on the floor. That's rubbish, isn't it? Somebody's thrown away my business card. How dare they? How terrible. So I went down to pick it up, and I thought, you know what? Let's take a little bit of a chance on life. And I put a little stone on top of it. I thought somebody else might pick it up. You never know what might happen. Walked into the albergue, and I was lying there just so that. Next morning, I'm getting up and thinking, I'm going to take it really slow. I'm just going to take the time. And there was another girl in the far corner who I'd seen coming the night before. Pretty, blonde hair. So I went over and talked to her, went to chat to her, and said, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said, "It would be nice to stay in touch. I've got these great business cards. It's fantastic. I can stay in touch with this one. This is great." Put out my business card and looked at her, and she went, "No way!" She reached into her bag and pulled out my business card. So I found this on the street on the way into the town. And you look really interesting, I really wanted to meet you. And sometimes we bumped into each other. I was like, "Oh, fantastic, this is great. This is a great opportunity." I said, "So what is your name?" And she said, "My name is Chance." So hence, Chance Encounter. So that was my first Chance Encounter. Unfortunately, because I had a really bad head and I couldn't walk, and she was going off walking, so she walked off without me. So frustrating. 10 days later, having hobbled and got myself back to fitness again, this story's going to end badly because we've got to run out of time.
You'll be fine.
10 days later, I'm starting to feel really, really miserable. I'm very down. I'm like 30 days into the walk at this point. Erin and Sue have caught up with me, and they've got a big crowd, and I now feel like I'm a spare wheel amongst their big crowd, and I'm like, "Oh God, this is rubbish." I'm walking on the side of the street, just a little bit like this one, in the pouring rain, on my own, big trucks thundering past me, and I'm sitting there going, "Do you know what? I've just had enough of this nonsense. I really have. If one of these trucks hit me right now, sod it, I'll be done." But being the mental health person that I am, I thought to myself, this is just stupid. This is just your inner voice telling you bad stories. You've just got to carry on and you'll be fine. Got to the bottom of this hill, and as I was walking up the hill, the sun started to come out, and I met a couple of friends who lifted my spirits. Got to the top of the hill, there was this beautiful restaurant on the top of the hill with these fantastic views, and I thought, fantastic. I'm going to stop down here, take a rest, listen to my body this time, listen to my mind this time anyway, take a chance. Had a meal from the restaurant, and I was sitting there just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the view, and out the corner of my eye I saw this lady coming out of the restaurant. And I thought it was the waitress, but then she walked around the corner. And I was looking for the back of her. I said, weirdly, she looks familiar. I can't think what it was. And then she turned around, and it was Chance. Second time round. Eyes light up, we ran towards each other, hugged her, and it was absolutely fantastic. And then we walked for the rest of that day. Like old friends, never met her before, and it was absolutely fantastic. Got to the top of the hill, tragedy about it. As I said, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? She turns around and says, the only trouble is, John, I've got a bit of a confession to make. I don't want to be leading you on, but I have got a boyfriend back in America. Ah, tragedy, tragedy. She said, but I'm on the Camino trying to decide whether or not he's the one for me or not. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe there's an opportunity. Anyway, so we spent 10 days walking together up to the end of the walk, and we get chatting and talking and so forth. And in the end, of course, it doesn't work out. Of course, it doesn't work out. But the great thing is that I allowed her, so I helped her. So I was talking to her about what was going on back home and what she needed to do and so forth. And then eventually I left her on the 2nd of June and went back to England, and she carried on walking to Finisterre. You know, the last little bit that you went back to do. Yeah, Finisterre. And I didn't hear from her for 3 weeks. And I thought, what the heck's going on here? And eventually I got a phone call saying, hey John, sorry about this, but I got back home and Eric, my ex-boyfriend, had seen what had been going on between the two of us and thought, I'm going to lose her if I don't make changes in my life. So he made all the changes that she wanted him to make, and of course it all sorted themselves out. And 20 days later they got married, and they've been happy ever after ever since. Which is a really nice story. And I got an email from Eric saying, thank you John for looking after my girlfriend and looking after her and making her see, helping her to see what she needed to see, and helping to me to see what I needed to see. So that was my little chance encounter story. Thank you very much for Any questions, I guess? Sorry.
You thought you were crying.
Okay. I had to do it the first
twice
time.
in 2 days.
I didn't think it was right the first time, was it? It was Dan the first time, wasn't it? So.
I don't have a question, I have an observation from what you said. And what I liked very much about what you were saying is you were talking about life.
Yeah.
As we got it all the way through.
Yeah.
And the thing about any sporting event that we do, and I've done loads of long distance walking and the Camino cycling, is it's all about the journey, and it's about the journey in life.
Yes.
And that's the most phenomenal thing about any event where you need to use this and this, it's the journey. And the people you meet along the way, because they all look the same as you, they're stripped to the same as you, and they could be anybody.
Totally.
I loved your talk.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's one of the great things about the Camino is you do have to strip yourself really bare, not like that. But because you're carrying everything on your back, you really can't carry much stuff with you. And I ended up sending 6 kilos of stuff out of my backpack back home, just so I had less to carry. And then by the end of the walk, I think, what is with all this stuff I've got at home? I don't need any of this stuff anymore. So yeah.
One chance for one question. Anyone?
Would you do it again?
Oh, yes, and kind of. I already
And what
did
would you
say.
do differently? Because that's
That's 2 questions.
Nothing different.
Shut up.
I would do it all again exactly the same, pretty much. I would just take. I would probably take more time to relax and just spend more time getting to know the people around me, and just take more time doing it really.
I ask because there are things that we do and we go and do them again. Like for example, coming here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And actually, in June of this year, I went back and actually finished it. I did a little walk from Santiago to Finisterre, and now I want to start doing retreats and stuff. So I want to start taking other people out there to spend a week out there, so that they can try and avoid staying stripped themselves, leave their devices and stuff, and kind of escape from their regular lives for a week and experience the Camino for a week. So that's kind of what we'll do.
That sounds good.
I should be selling. No selling.
Once again, no, get to the